Welcome to Channel AMEC, your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested about migrating to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side, so once you have all the updates and news, you'll be the first one getting all the insight. Well, today's video, I would like to remind everyone that if you have your passport renewed, remember to update it on the immigration system. Now, why am I doing this video today? It seems to be awkward because wouldn't that be pretty understandable that everybody should have already done it? Now, over the past 20 years and plus, in post-COVID, a lot of people are traveling. They just kind of forget that they need to do this. They get their passport updated, but they did not get the updated information or passport detail to the immigration. So even if you have a visa, you are not able to board the airline. Now, there is a strict policy that the Australian government or the Border Forces or Home Affairs will only allow your valid passport, which is connected to a valid substantial visa, allow them to actually travel. That means if you have a new passport, right, and you forgot to update it to immigration, obviously the immigration of Australia wouldn't know that you have a new passport. They probably know that your previous passport or existing passport or the passport on their records is already expired, but they don't know your new passport. They probably can predict that you might apply for a new passport, but what is your new passport's passport number? They wouldn't know. All right, so you need to update to them. So if they don't know, they don't have that information connected to it, then what you're gonna experience is, now recently I have just got so many queries and comments or phone calls, so-called, that's urgent phone call for the past month and years, that a lot of people has actually attended with the family, beautifully relaxed with the luggages, about to travel to Australia, and at the checking counter, what happened there? When the lady checks your passport, they cannot identify a valid visa, despite that you probably will have your visa and showing to them, but it's not connected. If it's not connected, what Australian government will do, and with their strict policy, is that they will not allow you to board the flight. Now, what happened to that then is, obviously, then you need to extend or postpone your flight. Now, it depends on the airfares or arrangements or whatever the ticket that you bought. They probably will be cancellation fee. There will be, the worst comes to worst is that you need to purchase a new air tickets. That's a lot to cost you. So I decided to do this video to just remind. I know even if I done it, there were still people, they probably seen it, they forgot, or they haven't really seen it, but I want to put this video as a warning sign that everybody should actually get that done. It's rare, but it's happening almost every vacation. The vacation in winter or vacation in summer, I always get call from whoever it is, or friends of my friends, or friends my clients, that they are stuck at the airport. What can they do? Now, those kind of urgencies actually gets really struggle, and it's not a pleasant experience. So anyway, let's go back to the rule. If you have an Australian visa, well, the first thing, if you don't have an Australian visa, that's even fine. You apply for an Australian visa. Now, the issue here we're talking about is that you already got an Australian visa, but somehow during the duration of that visa, you have updated or you got another new passport. Now, these kind of things happen when the previous existing passport expires, or you lost your passport, or your passport has been stolen. People travel to Europe, they get stolen, or when they travel around, they probably lost their passport. They need to apply for their new passports. Now, if you get a new passport, what you need to do is you need to connect it back to the immigration system, so the Australian government will know it. So where do you need to do it? Now, obviously, The easiest way is if you have an agent, that's the convenience with agent. Send your new passport to your agent. They will update everything for you. Now, if you don't have it, you can still do it through this way. So there's actually a web page from immigration website specifically talking about this, but it's not. I doubt anyone will actually search for this web page. I don't think this page is actually, really easy to be navigated. Just not many people is gonna search it. So if you have a passport, this exclude holder of ETA, obtain passport previous, please apply ETA. So ETA will be pretty easy. Now, if you're not in ETA eligible passport countries, then you cannot do that. Now, what you need to do is you go to email account and basically go to edit and update detail and change your passport detail. That's it. Now, if you access to email account, that's the way to do it. If you get agent, the agent will access through their email account and update it for you. And once you update it, you should get an email confirmation, and just hold that in your email or in your screenshot in your a smartphone in order to actually show this detail. So that's as easy that you can get. Now they have also updated, and now make sure that this is actually taking 72 hours, but we had experienced that we assist the client to update the stuff, and then instantly, a couple minutes later, they'll be able to board the flight. But you don't want those struggles during the check-in time at the airport. It's just not a pleasant experience. Now they have also updated another thing, so-called a web form. Now make sure, please read this. The web form is not that good because it takes 14 days. That's just too long. Okay, now you can do a web form, but web form doesn't connect straight to your visa straight away, because web form basically, I'll show you the web form. Web form basically asks for your new detail. So then the officer in the backend office, when they receive your web form and your new passport, they need to go find out what visa that you actually have, and they need to manually connect it. So that's why it's taking so long. Now you may question, how will that take so long? 14 days. I mean, well, you just have to live with it. That's how Australia does it, isn't it? Okay, they don't take things quick enough, should I say. Anyway, that's just their processing time. So I will not really recommend doing web form because it takes just too long. And here we go. That's the web form. All you need to do is click on understand. You read this and that, and you're not Australian citizen. You don't have a. If you have a TRN number, they'll ask you to go to email account. If you don't have it, that means you don't know your visa number. If you know your visa number, then you can go in email account, connect them straight away, and then you click on no, and then consent that, and then start putting your information. I'm just gonna put my email there. Then you will see they start asking for your new passport, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. So again, this is a very time-consuming process, and then once you've done it, it will still take 14 days. Hopefully they can get it done sooner. But the best way, if you have an agent, send your new passport to your agent. That's the quickest way. They can update it from email account, or you have access to your email account, update it through your email account. So make sure before you travel, if you have any of your passport updated, make sure you update it on the immigration system as well. Anyway, if you have more question, query, more than welcome to leave a comment right now below. I'll see you next video. Goodbye.